Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to go over the Merrill Edge IRA and Roth IRA changes for July 2018. We currently have last month's video where we can see the total equity for the portfolio was $8,485.33. This is the total for the accounts between my IRA and my Roth IRA. Here I have a video up of May, so where we actually were at $85.68.39. So June, we had been on the decline, and kind of going forward, I'm going to be doing videos similar to my wife's M1 Finance portfolio. I'm going to have the equity total in the title, the dividends that were paid out for that specific month, and the percent change that the total account moved up or down. So here, I wasn't really tracking the equity increase or decrease, or the return increase or decrease, but going forward, I'm going to be keeping track of that. So in this video, we're going to be going over the total equity change for July 2018. Did we gain? Did we lose during the month of July? How much dividends did we get paid out? What stocks or how much, where do those dividends get bought back into, or what stocks did they buy? And then our total return for our total portfolio go up or down for the month of July. And that's where we're going to go. And hopefully we'll go through here pretty quick. I'm going to show you a couple different ways of how I track this, and let me know in the comment section below which method you like. So here, June 84.85 was what we want to be over. Basically, we'll say 85. Now, I pulled some screenshots. These were pulled off after hours or just on the close of August 1st. So this is the equity without the earnings from Apple. As you know, I hold Apple within my IRA. It's primarily what I hold. So my IRA was at $8,729, and my Roth IRA was at $28.24. I know that's a whole lot right there. And then we have some change and cash sitting in those accounts. Now the total account here was $8,728.53. So that is an increase from my June total equity in that portfolio. Now, what stocks did I have in there? Well, here we have the Roth IRA on the top. Now, this account, the value total is $28.24. I'm currently sitting with $13.14. This is because one of my stocks I was forced to sell. I didn't sell it myself. It's because the company was acquired by another company named Lowe's. Not Lowe's, the hardware. It's a gas and pipeline company that acquired BWP, which was oil and gas pipeline. So they basically acquired them for $12 and some change, so I had to sell that. So here we're holding Tate, which is a service company. It's a tech, electronic, semiconductor, and wholesaling. This company, I only hold 2 shares. I bought it at, I believe, around a dollar and some change. It has had a 41.29% increase since my initial purchase. And then I have ticker symbol NLY. This is a financial company here, mortgage investments. As you know, mortgages are kind of thinning down slightly. People aren't wanting to go out there and refinance or purchase a whole lot of homes. If you've been watching the news, you'll see that sales for California houses are currently down, and people aren't going out there and buying houses as often now. So this one, 4.08% change since my initial purchase. That's a total return for the portfolio of 6.41% or $1.70. So not too much there. Now in my IRA, this was a rollover from my past company's 401k plan. I rolled it into an IRA here on Merrill Edge. This has Apple, 45 shares. This $190.29. This was on the close. So as you know, Apple released some amazing earnings. They shot up between after hours and the next day. They're now sitting at around $207. So the value here is going to be completely different than actual value right now. Here we can see that the total gain, the unrealized gain, is 17.15%. And UNM here, UNM, because it's not very common, it's a financial, they do accident and health insurance. I own 3 shares, and they are currently up at 1.87%. Those are my only financials, and then I really like Apple, of course, and then semiconductors and electronic wholesale. Who doesn't like that? That's a very nice run-up. It's unfortunate I don't have more money invested in that. So these are some screenshots I pulled. Now, activity wise, in the account for the month of July, this is the company I was forced to sell. This is Boardwalk Pipelines. It was ticker symbol BWP. It was acquired by ticker symbol LOES, not Lowe's, the hardware store, but like a gas and pipeline. I was forced to sell it at $12.06. I had bought it at $10 and some change, so I did make some return on that. And that money was reinvested into my money market account, where it's just kind of making interest until I buy a stock. It made a whole penny there off the interest, and I was paid out dividends. I was paid out 30 cents from ticker symbol NLY. That was my financial mortgage investment company, and I have drip set up on all of my investments within my Merrill Edge account. That way I don't have to worry about paying any sort of commissions. And took that 30 cents and bought into some partial shares, which we're going to cover here in just a second. Now, moving into our spreadsheet, this is a very can be a little bit kind of weird. So I did get the idea from my wife's M1 finance graph. Prior, I wasn't really keeping track of this a whole lot. You can see here that the old records are not very clean. Kind of going forward, this upper portion here is the IRA, and this lower portion here is the Roth IRA, and then our total is here towards the bottom. So starting at the top with our, this is the IRA, you can see that the total current value at the end of July was $8,682.24. The main things that had happened for the account was that UNM had increased their dividend from 92 cents to $1.04, and that's a nice increase. So it had actually increased my yield, my overall yield, and increased my yield on cost, and increased my average yield. So that was a very nice. So total wise, inside my IRA, this doesn't include the Apple earnings that caused it to shoot up like crazy. The equity change was 1.81%. And because I'm not adding any new money, the equity is the same as the return, because all of that is just I didn't add any new money. So equity wise, I didn't force appreciate it by adding money in. So the return is going to be the same as the equity change for the total portfolio for the month of July. Now over in my Roth IRA, this is my smaller account of the $28.54. This didn't have a whole lot of change besides my forced sell of ticker symbol BWP. This is my pipeline. So let's see, take a look at June's here. My unit cost average for BWP Trust was $10.18. I had a very nice run up as far as my buy-in performance. I had been at 14.15, and it had got sold off at $12.06. So at the pretty, in the large margin of things, that would be a nice increase there if I had more shares in there. Now, equity-wise and return-wise, same number because I didn't add any new money in. It's at 14.14%, increase from the June's total equity of the portfolio. There wasn't any changes as far as dividends go. There weren't any changes as far as performance go, just increasing there in equity and return percentage. Now, overall, both of these accounts together, the total equity increased from the video here of 8485.33 to now 8728.83 is 2.82%. So that is the changes as far as the portfolios go. Now dividends, we've already covered that in my screenshots. I was paid out 30 cents from ticker symbol NLY. That is my financial mortgage investment company. What buys did I do during the month of July? As I got paid out those dividends, this date's off a little bit. I'll have to adjust that. But where's my screenshot here? Activity wise, this is back on the 18th. Okay. Whoops. July 18. So buy wise, I bought 0.0281 of a complete share with my 30 cents there. So here that increased my shares from 1 to 1.0281, and that's kind of interesting there. And then, of course, I sold off my one share. I was forced to sell it off. Ticker symbol BWP at $12.06. So here's a little article on the company that actually acquired BWP. The limited partners of Boardwalk Pipeline, BWP, will surrender their holdings in the Master Limited Partnership next week for $12.06 a unit, which controls, so Lowe's, or however you would pronounce that. I look at it, it looks like Lowe's, which controls Boardwalk, is exercising its right to call the outstanding common units to the Master Limited Partnership. So they basically just kind of recalled all of their shares there back into the company, and all those that were shareholders of Boardwalk Pipelines basically were forced to sell their shares. So that is basically it. Now this is all July. I have my live data tab here. You can see equity. This is just, I just updated this today. You can see equity wise for currently for July, we went from total here, total equity 87.28 to 94.86. So we're up really nice right now as far as starting July or starting August, but we have quite a bit more days until the very end of August. So this whole thing with Apple, it can kind of pull back a little bit, and that would be, that would be expected. So that is it for this video. We went over total equity change for the month of July. We went over, did we gain or lose in the month of July? We gained. We had a nice increase there of 2.82% for the total portfolio. How many dividends did we paid out for the month of July? We were paid out 30 cents. Those 30 cents were reinvested using DRIP back into ticker symbol NLY. It purchased 0.281 of a share, and we didn't quite beat the other indexes. I know we didn't keep track of that. Here, I can bring that up here. Let's go over to CNN, and we can take a look here at the other indexes here for the month of July. Let's take a look at 1 month here. And these dates are going to be slightly off here, so it doesn't give me the complete date. So maybe here, we'll just say that this is 1 month. I know it's not a month. This is probably kind of going into August now, but S&P 500 moved up 4.2%. I only had an increase of 2.82, so I didn't quite beat the S&P, but I believe this is including August's information, which where Apple ran up crazy. The Dow Jones, I know the Dow Jones had moved up very nicely, so the Dow Jones I know for sure beat my portfolio, and the NASDAQ had like a 1% gain. So my portfolio for Merrill Edge did beat the NASDAQ. I'm not sure if it had beat the S&P 500. You know what I should have done? I should have just went to Google and I had used that instead. So I'm not going to do that now. Trying to make this video, pretty quick, 13 minutes, pretty good as far as wrap time goes. So if you guys do have any questions over the portfolio, not too many changes there. Basically, I was forced to sell off my stock of BWP. I got paid out some dividends, which were reinvested back into the same company I've already owned. I'm looking to sell off my mortgage company, and I'm looking for a couple companies that are relatively cheap that I can add in to my Roth IRA and my IRA. So that is it for this video. If you guys did like the video, remember to give it a thumbs up below. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are already subscribed, thank you guys for viewing this channel. Of course, if you have any comments or things that you would like to see during these recaps for the month to month, let me know in the comment section below. I always appreciate your guys' feedback. I read every single comment. I always reply to your guys' comments as well. You know that. And if you guys do want to chat, I'm over on Facebook, and the Facebook groups, they're in the description below. You guys can basically just go over to Financial Investor 101 on Facebook, or join the Stocks, Dividends, Real Estate group, and then we can always talk in there as well. So that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, subscribe, like, comment, and that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.